After 9 hours of debate, 2 gun control measures were approved early Tuesday and are now headed to the governor's desk. A sweeping public safety bill that included gun legislation passed the House by 6 votes. The bill requires background checks on private gun sales. It also includes a so-called red flag law that allows family members and others to petition a court to have guns removed from people deemed a danger to themselves or others. The Minnesota Senate passed the bill last Friday by a 1-vote margin. The conference committee that hammered out the final bill did not include a single Republican in the discussions, a point raised on the House floor by Representative Kristen Robbins of Maple Grove. Representative Cedric Frazier of New Hope authored the red flag law portion of the bill. After its passage, he released a statement saying, in part, quote, "Gun violence in the United States is an urgent, complex, and multifaceted problem. We need to enact gun violence prevention measures to protect our citizens and, most importantly, our children." In other news, the Hennepin County Medical Examiner has identified the teenage boy shot and killed in Brooklyn Park last Friday. 16-year-old Jacone Anderson was shot around 9:30 p.m. near the Quick African Market. He died about an hour later at the hospital. According to the medical examiner, he had multiple gunshot wounds. Police arrested an 18-year-old from Columbia Heights for the shooting. He is in jail while charges are pending. Brooklyn Park Police Chief Mark Bruley wants to recruit more women officers and use drones for aerial support. He told the City Council last week that 13% of Brooklyn Park police officers are women. He wants to up that number to 30% by the year 2030. The chief also said a drone program is in the works. He says drones can help police find suspects and respond to disasters. Residents can comment on the policy by email or in person at the next City Council meeting. After being closed for more than a month due to a canine flu outbreak, the Animal Humane Society has reopened for adoptions. Rusty Ray was there for a reunion in Golden Valley for one man and a loved one he thought he may never get back.
Her name is Mitten, and she's been a very special cat to my wife.
For 4 hours, Fred Escherick of St. Paul waited outside the Animal Humane Society in Golden Valley Tuesday morning.
To be first in line, make sure I can get in there and put a claim on the name before anybody else could.
He was there to re-adopt his former cat, Mitten.
She would always come when my wife would call her and climb up and lay on my wife. If my wife was feeling stressed or whatever, Mitt would lay across on her and start purring and it'd calm my wife down.
So we're excited.
Inside, workers rallied like the first day of school, and dozens of dogs and cats awaited adoptions. The center closed more than a month ago after an outbreak of canine influenza. Not a huge deal for cats, but for dogs.
They're not supposed to be around hundreds of their brethren and no real people to interact with regularly. So they definitely showed some behavioral degradation, especially at first, and then we were able to really get a good process with them.
See if they got purple.
Once Fred got in,
My wife's favorite color.
he signed the papers and picked out a collar.
Hopefully this will tighten up far enough.
Mitten Kitten's journey has 9 lives. Fred and his wife had to give her to the Animal Humane Society. Then she was adopted out to another family. Then that family returned it to the Humane Society. Then the outbreak happened and the Humane Society shut down. But now she's going home.
She crawled right in for a little hiding space, so definitely don't let her out until you get home, but she was super sweet.
Hi, sweetie.
Super sweet.
Long term, this picture of it was really a fortuitous set of events that we're able to get Mitten Kitten back to him.
She's happy to get rubs, though.
Nothing that a little wait outside on a Minnesota spring day can't cure.
That's what I've been struggling for being able to do, is to be able to get her and take her home to the wife.
A happier home now with everyone back in it.
We got you. You're going home, girl.
In Golden Valley, Rusty Ray, CCX News.
Much of a student's school day is structured, but this year at Wayzata Central Middle School, there's a program where students get a little more choice. In today's School Spotlight, we had a chance to look at the school's My Time program firsthand. More than 1,300 students attend Wayzata Central Middle School, and each has their own interest and passion. To help foster those interests, the school launched an initiative this year called My Time.
During My Time, students have a lot of choice in what their learning is or what they want to do during that time.
Xavier Reed is the principal at Central. He says the idea behind My Time was to give students an option during the first hour of the day on Tuesdays and Thursdays to do some type of structured learning.
I think that it's gone well. I think that we have laid a foundation. We are not where we want to be yet, but we are getting there.
Students can choose among several different sessions. If they need help with a particular subject, they can pick the Study Boost session. Or students can learn about a certain piece of curriculum that interests them. Then there's exploration, where kids can try out some sort of activity they may have never done before. Some of the students gave My Time a glowing review.
I think it's gone pretty well, yeah. I've gotten a lot of work done that I've needed to do, and I've gotten time to spend time with my friends.
And if you're an 8th grader, you can spend My Time at nearby Birchview Elementary and become a Birchview Buddy, where the older kids can help students in grades 3 through 5 with schoolwork.
I get to teach other kids the way I wish I'd learned and the way that I understand it best, and I hope that that helps them understand it better and makes their school days easier.
This school year has given staff members at Central a starting point that will help them grow My Time well into the future.
We're really looking forward to year 2 with My Time and how we can be even more effective with it.
Students are encouraged to come up with their own ideas for My Time. The principal says there is a group of students who are so passionate about cricket, they're working to set up an all-school cricket match.